Okay, okay. Let's work, let's work, let's work. Let's work, let's work, let's work. Let's work, let's work, let's work. I need some music in this bitch. What's it good? What it do? 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 What's poppin' with y'all, man? Happy Saturday to all you motherfuckers. What's poppin'? How's everybody doing on this fine Saturday? We are, I think we live on everything. We good on TikTok. Got that over here. We good on Instagram. Got that over here. We on the Facebook. We on the YouTube as well. Let's talk about it, man. Hey, I'm curious. Has anybody seen that new Denzel movie yet? Highest to Lowest. I'm very cautious about watching that movie. I haven't heard very many good reviews about it. So I almost watched it yesterday, but a friend of mine told me that the plot was kind of iffy. I wasn't sure if I should tap in or not. So y'all let me know what y'all thought of the new Denzel movie. If I should tap in with it. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Power Force coming out soon. Yeah, we got about 2 months. I wouldn't really call that soon. I mean, it's not that far away, but it's around the corner. It's around the corner. I'm excited though. I'm excited for Power Book Force. Um, I'm really excited for Gen V. I think that's coming out later this month. I'm a big fan of that whole The Boys universe, so I think it's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire for sure. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I can't wait. We got some people on the YouTube. What up, dog? What's good, bro? Mr. Power watching from Sydney, Australia. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Australia? Um, bro, I'm a Power OG. I love your content. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. What hey, I'm curious, what have you guys thought about the content the last few weeks? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've kind of been putting out the content in a different formula with the reaction videos and everything. I think I've increased the quality a little bit. I'm just curious as to what you guys think. Have you guys liked the power reactions, the snowfall reactions? I've been doing some other shows and stuff like that. Just kind of let me know what you guys been thinking. Have you seen BMF? I have seen BMF. I've watched Snowfall start to finish about 3 times. What do you think Franklin's worst mistake? Ooh, that's a great question. I think it's hard to pinpoint one mistake that Franklin made specifically that derailed him. I would say that he just trusted too many people. And I think this is a mistake that everybody makes at some point in life where we just trust the wrong people, especially with our money, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to trust somebody, but to trust somebody with my money, not happening. Especially when I know the type of work that I put in behind to get that bread. I think Franklin's worst mistake was just trusting people. If you're in the drug game, you shouldn't trust nobody. You know what I mean? You shouldn't trust anybody. Um, I think it's cool, bro. Keep doing your thing. Not too many posts. Still follow the wire of power, so you good in my eyes. Yeah, appreciate that. I'm about to get into the wire. I'm about to get into posting the wire content. A lot of people have been telling me that. It's just so many shows that I've been trying to navigate. I definitely seen the difference with the reactions. Love it. Keep going. Appreciate that, Willie. I'm definitely going to take that into account. You have to trust people in order to have soldiers. I mean, yeah, but I feel like when it comes to your money, bro, and there's also levels of trust, I believe. Like there's levels to trusting people. And certain people should get certain levels of trust, and certain people should get low levels of trust. And when you're just trusting everyone and anyone to do their job, you're gonna you're gonna get done dirty. You know, especially when you're running a business. Especially when you're running a business, money will make others do the worst just to make some. That's a fact. People don't understand that shit, bro. When money comes into a situation, like it changes people. Money changes people, and I'm not saying it should or shouldn't, but when people start seeing how much money you're making and how much money they could potentially make, and they see what you're doing, and they start to feel some type of way, and they start to make certain decisions based on that, and that's how you get fucked over. Are you checking out? Are you checking out Tulsa King? Yeah, that's one of the shows on my list. I'm gonna try to tap into for sure. Definitely gonna check out Tulsa King. I made that mistake and they ripped me, not just in the drug game neither. Yeah, I mean, I made that mistake too. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just very hesitant about trusting people in general, friends, family, everybody, bro. You know what I mean? I take anything that anybody tells me with a grain of salt these days because you never know what people's intentions or motives are, and you gotta protect yourself. And if you too trusting and you too open and you too friendly, you will get finessed over and over and over and over and over. And that's you don't want that. We don't want that. Um, I'm hyped for Gen Vito. How many of y'all are tapped into the Boys universe? I know the Boys is coming out sometime in 2026. I know they said Gen V season 2 is coming out later this month. I don't know the specific day, but I'm hyped for Gen V. I'm hyped for Gen V. She said, absolutely, absolutely. I'm 46. I don't trust nobody no more. Period. I feel it. I feel it, bro. I'm the same way. Like I'm so paranoid about people and people that I deal with in certain situations, in every situation. I'm so paranoid, and people think there's something wrong with me. But when you've been in certain situations where you've had the experience to know that you shouldn't trust people, the people don't really understand that, And I rather not trust somebody and not get done dirty than take that risk and get fucked. Because there's certain things you can't come back from. Then the snowball didn't make sense from the mom perspective. All he wanted was get his money. Yeah, that is the one thing about Snowball that actually pissed me the fuck off. This Franklin was literally about to get his money, right? Teddy was literally about to give this nigga the code, and she shot him for no reason, bro. Like there's zero explanation for why she shot him. She could have waited until he got the code and then shot him. So from my perspective, when I was watching, I'm like, yeah, she just didn't want Franklin to get the money. That's how I feel. I'm like, yeah, his mom is she fucked him over. She just didn't want Franklin to get the money because that, like, I just don't understand what the reasoning behind shooting Teddy was. Like, I get killing him. They should have killed him, but they should have got the money first before they killed him. You got to secure the bag first. Like I just can't believe they did that shit. She did that shit, bro. If I was Franklin, I might have just taken her out too. I might have been like, "Hey, you going out? You going with him? you going with him?" Even Franklin, old mother fucked them. She did, and that's an example of like how people change when it comes to money. Like I had a conversation with someone actually earlier today about like the lottery and stuff. We're talking about the Powerball. I don't know if you guys know, but the Powerball has just recently hit like 1.8 billion or some shit. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, "Bro, if I ever won the lottery, I wouldn't tell a fucking soul. I don't care if I won $1 million. I don't care if I won $100,000. I don't care if I won 200 million. I wouldn't tell nobody. I wouldn't tell anybody ever. You might figure it out because of how I'm living. You know what I'm saying? I'll be traveling. I'll be on the trips. I'll be on a couple of jets here and there. You might be able to tell from my lifestyle. But if I won the lottery, I would not verbally tell anybody because you can't trust people with that information. Certain people, when they find out that you're privy to certain things, they can't handle that shit. Greed was eating Franklin. Abby warned Franklin about letting greed take him over. Yeah, but I think everybody has a little bit of greed in them. right? I think a little bit of greed is important because you should want more. You should strive for more. Now, greed in the drug game probably isn't the best thing in that scenario, but I think in business, in career, I think a little bit of greed is can be healthy. But obviously, when you're living a lifestyle like Frank was saying, you don't want to be greedy. You just want to make as much money as possible and get the fuck out of the game because it doesn't end well for nobody. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I think a lot of people from like TV shows and movies that I've seen, like if they just were comfortable with the amount of money they made, then they would have been good. Not greed, but having ambition. Yeah, but I mean, having ambition comes with a bit of greed, though. Like you can't have ambition without wanting more. Greed usually comes from constantly wanting more, and ambition is all the way tied to that, right? Like people call it greed. I think ambition and greed are one and the same. To be honest, greed is a little bit more extreme, in my perspective, but we always want more. You should want more. The worst thing in life is being stagnant and not moving. I would say if you're stagnant, you're dying. When you stop growing and you stop evolving as an individual, that's the worst place to be in. That is the worst place to be in. She was a real one. How did you feel about when Liliana got killed? Because I cried. She was a real one. I was pretty annoyed. I didn't really understand why they killed off Liliana's character. I thought she was a good actress. I thought she played a good role and she played a good part in Tommy's storyline. I felt like they could have kept her for a couple seasons. I don't understand why they killed her off at all. I guess they wanted something big to happen at the end of the season, but I would have kept Liliana for a couple seasons at least. You know what I mean? There was no need to kill her at all. You know what I mean? And then they went and killed the Walter Flynn dude in season 2. I'm like, what you killing him for? He's one of the best characters. So, Power be doing some stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but it is what it is. Lauren or Angela? Oh, I mean, what are we talking about in terms of acting, in terms of looks, in terms of character? That's a pretty stale question. I wish they killed Tasha off. To me, she did the most dirt. Tasha definitely didn't do the most dirt. As much as I don't like Tasha, there's a lot more worse characters in the Power universe than Tasha. Tasha did not. The person who's done the most dirt is Tommy, for sure. He has the most bodies in Power. He's killed the most people. He's ruined families and everything. Tommy's done the most dirt by far. By far. If anybody deserves to die, it's him. They're gonna bring Ghost back. I don't know why you asking me. I ain't got the answer. I don't know why y'all keep asking that. First of all, it's 2025. Like, stop asking that. Go DM Stars and ask them if they bringing Ghost back. I'm not the one to answer that question. Go stop eating to take a picture of my friends and we ain't ask. That's dope. I've always wished that I could run into like an actor from Power in person so I could get an interview or even just have a little moment or interaction or conversation with one of them because I think they're all just super dope. I think the whole universe that they've created is super crazy. We appreciate your wisdom always. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Y'all should follow my Mr. Wisdom page on TikTok. I'll be giving a lot of game and perspective on there as well. It doesn't make sense to me to bring Ghost back. His whole character arc was becoming legit. It wouldn't make sense either, but I mean, I don't think people care about making sense anymore. I think Power stopped making sense a long time ago, if I'm being honest. Power stopped making sense a while ago. Let's just be honest. A lot of the shit that happens in that show stopped making sense. I don't think we watch Power for it to make sense. We watch it for it to entertain us. You know what I mean? So when people be like, "Oh, this storyline doesn't make sense," they don't. It doesn't really matter anymore. You know what I mean? It's about the viewership and the ratings. It's not about the storytelling. So that's kind of what it's about. Power fans got to accept that Ghost is 100%, 1,000%, 10,000% dead. They wanted. I've said it so many times. Here's the thing I keep telling people that I feel like viewers just don't understand because I view things quite differently. I view things from a business perspective. I've always said that the way that they killed Ghost, they did it on purpose. They left his death kind of open ended in a sense where you can argue that he's still alive and you can speculate. And I feel like they did that to, number one, keep the fans engaged. Number two, to still use Ghost's name and likeness to make money and to market the shows. And number three, to have the fans constantly talking about him and the show when it's not on. And it works. It's 2025 and people are still talking about Ghost's return. That's what they want, bro. That's why they don't come out and officially confirm he's dead. That's why they didn't show his body at the funeral. They did that so y'all could keep speculating. But the reality is, it's been half a decade and they haven't brought him back. Why? Because they're not going to. And it costs money to bring that nigga back. It costs money to show his body. It costs money to do all of these things. But people don't really understand this because they think the TV is just what they see, and they don't understand like the intricacies that happen behind the scenes. Like somebody said, "Oh, Ghost isn't." Somebody was like, "Ghost is not dead because they didn't show his body at the funeral." They didn't show his body at the funeral because they had to pay him for that. They have to pay him for that, which they're not trying to do. So people don't really get that. They don't get that. And Omari Hardwick has already said that they asked him to come back. I think this was around like season 2 of Ghost. And he said they couldn't agree on money. He said they asked him to come back. He said, I need X amount of money. And they never responded. And he was like, hey, fuck it. Like, I'm not fading. I'm not fading. You've seen The Wire. I have seen The Wire. Omari and 50 beefing, so he ain't coming back. I don't think that beef is real. I think 90% of the beefs that 50 has are fake. And I think people eat that shit up so easily. And it's like it's baffling to me that people, after watching 50 Cent as long as we have, you guys don't understand like he's a marketer, he's a business guy. He starts beefs out of nowhere for no reason. He just does that shit. And even Omari has said in the interview, like, that stuff is not real. Like I could call 50 anytime I want. I have his number. So when people see 50 beef and like they fall for it every time, I'm like, bro, this is what he does. He understands that controversy sells on social media. I understand this. So I think you guys should kind of get that in your heads too. Like 50's a troll and he understands that trolling on social media is profitable. It's the best form of marketing there is. Controversy is the best form of marketing. You know what I mean? It's sad to say that, but it is. Is it true Courtney Kemp always had the plan to kill Ghost and OG Power? Yes, she made it pretty clear that she was going to kill him. I always thought Ghost was going to die anyway. From the moment I started watching the show, I said there's no way this dude's going to survive. But this is just my opinion, right? I don't know how you can watch Power, the original Power, and not think Ghost is going to die at some point with all the shit he was going through, with all the stuff he was doing, with all the enemies he was making, with all the people he was betraying. How could you think that he was just going to run all scot-free? Like, he's going to get his, period. He was never going to get out. He was never going to survive. He was never going to get out the game. You know what I mean? And the second that it seemed like he was going to get out, I was like, yeah, he's going to die. Mm-hmm. And if you just look at the way his character was in the final season of Power, it kind of speaks to everything. Like they completely changed up his character. They made him put hands on his wife and do all this crazy stuff that like he was never doing before. It was clear that they were trying to get the viewers to turn on Ghost so they could validate killing off the character. It was very clear to me. With the whole thing going on. What's up, Mr. Power? What's going on, man? What's going on? G_Rab. True, main characters were dropping like flies after season 4. I mean, characters were always dropping in Power. That's the biggest thing about that show is they just kill people. Ghost was never going to get a happy ending. For real. If you thought that man was going to run off scot-free, you're tripping. You're tripping. Ghost was never going to get off scot-free. That nigga was always meant to get cooked. He was cooked from the very beginning. I dead ass from episode 1. I was like, yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. Cooked from the beginning. From the very beginning. Uh, how many times have you watched OG Power? Not that many times, to be honest. We don't rewatch the show that much. Like, I'll go back and I'll do content. Like, I'll react to some scenes. But like, even the content you see me do, I'm not going back and rewatching the whole episode. Nobody got time for that. I just go to the episodes where I know there's some viral moments that I can take advantage of, and then like I'll flip them and I use it for content. But to go sit down and rewatch the entire series that I've already seen, I don't really do that often. I feel like if a TV show is really, really great, you can't rewatch it. It's not going to be the same. First of all, you already know what's going to happen, so there's no thrill in the unknown. Second off, like, why go rewatch? Like, it's not going to be the same experience, especially if it's great. Someone named Charles Michaels entered the chat. Hey, shout out to all the Vampire Diaries universe fans, man. I posted a video about the originals yesterday. I did not expect that shit to blow up like it did. I gained like 500 followers just from that one video. But I was so happy. Like I gained a whole new like following off of that shit. I didn't know. I didn't know how many people fuck with Vampire Diaries and the originals. I thought I was one of the few people kind of in my little bubble who rocked it because a lot of my friends have never watched it. But since I've been on social media, I've seen a lot of like Klaus edits, Damon edits, Stephen edits. I've seen a lot of stuff about my Diary universe. So it's been dope. I really, and I'm about to go rewatch the originals too. I've been just thinking like, let me just go rewatch that shit. I haven't watched it since they ended. So definitely while I'm doing the content, we'll be clipping it. I just started watching your vids and I'm a big Power fan. You can speak the facts on the Power universe. I appreciate that, man. I feel like I just speaking facts and everything. I'm not even gonna gas myself. I just keep it a beat. One of the reasons I started making content is because I would see other people's content and I'd be like, well, you lying. You don't even mean what you're saying. You just saying this for you. You saying this for me. I don't. When I post a video and I make my content, I don't ever think like, oh, this is going to get a bunch of views. I just think, no, this is a good video. And people are going to rest me, but if they don't, they don't. At the end of the day, I make. So I think that's the main reason why people ask me for. I just say what I really mean. This in the mic bar. What about now? Y'all hear me? What did they say? Who was your dream power actor to get on the pod? Ghost. If I could get a more on the podcast, oh my God. I could get Ghost on the pod. I think that should break the internet. I don't even have a big like YouTube following, but I've seen Omar always do a lot of interviews. And I feel like people just don't ask the right questions. Like they ask the dumbest questions, bro. That they ask the dumbest questions. But I'm like, bro, if I had like a 2-hour sit down with Omari Hardwick with Ghost. Oh yeah. Oh my, the sound of my mic was low too. Y'all can hear me now? Let me know. But yeah, if I could get an interview with Ghost, bro, that'd be fucking crazy. That would be so fire. I'd be so happy, man. Oh my God. I would be so happy. I'd be so happy. And I would love to get Joseph Sikora too, who plays Tommy. I'd love to get him too. I would love to get Rotimi, who played Dre. I'd love to get the whole main cast on my fucking podcast. Honestly. That should be fired. I think if I got any character off OG Power on the podcast, it would do numbers. It's crazy because I've had people that I was going to get podcasts on, and they just faked. They just be faking. They would be faking. Oh, 50. Oh, yeah, 50. I'm not going to lie. I think I would rather have 50 Cent on the podcast than Ghost. 50 is the number one person I think I would want to get on my podcast, like out of any other celebrity or famous person, because I know he would just give hella game. Like I know I would just learn from 50. And I would ask a million questions. A million. Like, what's your process when it comes to trying to troll people? How do you decide who you're going to troll? Like, what's your marketing tactics when you promote your shows? How did you write power? How did you come with this? Like, I would be on it. But it's crazy because when I watch these interviews that people do with these celebrities, it's like they don't even take advantage of the opportunity. I'm like, bro, you got 50 Cent in front of you. You ain't getting no game? Hell nah. Hell nah. Somebody said, you're the only guy I know that can give them actual in-depth questions. Yeah, because I think here's the thing. I think the best interviewers actually are passionate about the things like they're interviewing about. Like if you're interviewing somebody about basketball and you don't give a fuck about basketball, it's not going to be a good interview. Like just straight up, like it's not going to be intriguing or it's not going to be entertaining because you're not passionate about it. And the viewers can see that very quickly. Even with content creation, like if you're not having fun with making the content when you put it out, the people are not going to fuck with you at all. At all. Every time a new episode of Power releases, I watch your vids because we be saying the same thing. Yeah, that's funny. I've had a bunch of people say that when Power be dropping after the episode, they be going straight to my page, which I think is super dope. I think that's super dope. Um, Fact. That's why I feel back. The topics have to be what you truly love. That's a fact, and I enjoy having conversations. Like I'm a very I don't want to say I'm a quiet person in real life, but in real life, if I don't fuck with you, I won't speak. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not a friendly person. I'm not like a super bubbly person who's just like buddy buddy. Hey, how are you? That's not me. But if I fuck with you and we have a relationship and the energy is good, I'm very open and I'm very vibrant, right? So when it comes to stuff like this, like TVs and movies, which I love, it's easy to do interviews. Like I don't know how people be nervous, they be struggling, bro. If you really like something, it's easy. You just talk. Interviews are literally it's just a regular conversation. The same conversation that I have with my bros after an episode of Power is the same conversation I'm going to have with, say, Miguel from Power Book Force, who I did an interview with a few weeks ago. Like it's the same shit. You just got to do your research on the person and know a little bit about them. Do you think Ghost is the smartest character of all time? No, but I think he's up there. I think he's one of them. I don't want to say he's the smartest character of all time because there's probably some TV shows that I haven't seen with characters who might be smarter than Ghost. There's one character, I don't know if you guys know who Raymond Reddington is off the Blacklist. Raymond Reddington, bro. He was that guy. Raymond Reddington was that nigga. If you haven't seen the Blacklist, oh my God. Raymond Reddington is one of the smartest characters. Dude from Prison Break, the main character, I forgot his name. He's one of the smartest characters. I'm trying to think of some other people. Shit, Klaus from fucking the original The Vampire Diaries. He is a very smart character. I mean, there's a lot of characters. I mean, most main characters of TV shows usually are pretty intelligent to a degree. Yeah, Raymond Reddington always had the end game. Yeah, even dude from Breaking Bad, Walter White, played by Bryan Cranston, he was elite, very intelligent, very smart. So there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. Someone said Kanan. Hell no. I'm sorry, bro. Nah. Kanan is not the smartest TV character ever. Not even close. He's not even on the list. He's not even on the list. Respectfully. Respectfully. I loved Kanan, but he not even on the list. There was a character from I don't know if y'all ever seen Game of Thrones, bro. The short dude, the short midget guy. I forgot his name. Somebody will probably get in the comments, but he was smart as fuck. I can't remember his name. Short dude from Game of Thrones, bro. The midget guy. What was his name? No, not Jon Snow. Not Jon Snow. Jon Snow wasn't a midget. He was like Tyrion. Yeah. Tyrion Lannister, yes, he's top 5 smartest characters ever on TV. Argue with your mama. Tyrion is one of the best TV characters ever. That nigga got nominated for like a couple Emmys, bro. He killed that role. He's up there with one of the smartest characters. Easy, easy money, easy money. Tyrion Lannister, easy money. I can't believe I forgot about him. Phenomenal actor too, by the way. I think he's in a bunch of shows. What about the professor from Netflix show Money Heist? I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about. I haven't really seen Money Heist. I seen like a couple episodes of it. I just couldn't get into Money Heist because of the voiceovers and stuff. Like I just didn't like how like the voices didn't match up with the shit that they were saying. So I never really got locked into it like that. I will say one of the dumbest characters in TV is the main character from Squid Game. Dude who won the Squid Game and went back into the games. One of the dumbest characters I've ever seen. This nigga won the game when everybody else died. Instead of getting on the plane and leaving to see his daughter, bro said, nah. He said, nah, I'm about to go back into the game. and then on the verge of winning the game, he says, no, I'm gonna die for a fucking baby. Bro, I would have threw that baby off the fucking, I'm sorry. That baby I would have threw that baby. That ain't my child. That ain't my baby. I would have threw that baby so fucking fast, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are you still gonna release new season for Power? I have no idea what that means. Money Heist was fired. Okay, I need to tap into that joint. But he knows that his kid don't love him no more. Yeah, but that doesn't matter though. Like you can always repair a relationship with a child just by being there. Like his relationship with his kid was not too far gone. Like if he had went back home, especially being that he was rich now, he got his shit together, he got his money together, he could have most definitely repaired his relationship with his kid. Point blank, period. Easily. But he chose not to. He decided that there was things more important than his daughter, which is that's his fault. But I don't believe that, bro. I would always try to make amends with my child, like especially as a father and a daughter. I would always try to get back in and fix my relationship with my daughter. What? After winning that money and escaping death, yeah, I think here's the thing though. They never planned on Squid Game season 1 being that successful. So when it blew up the way it did, I think it generated Netflix over $900 million, damn near $1 billion. They was like, oh, we got to do like 2 more seasons, which was not in the plan. That's when you get this goofy ass storyline of him trying to be the hero and go back into the fucking game and try to like what did he think he was going to do by himself? You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he got a team of people to help him go back into the game and they all went in there together and they were going to infiltrate the whole thing. The nigga went in by himself. He went in by himself. What do you think Tariq and Tommy show coming? Y'all got to be more clear with some of the stuff y'all writing. It's kind of hard to read what y'all saying. Have you seen Vikings? If not, I highly recommend it. I think I tried that show, bro. I just couldn't get into it. I watched like an episode or two, and it just wasn't hitting for me. And especially with TV shows nowadays that be like 45, 50 minutes long. If I watch an episode and I don't like that shit, I'm not continuing because like the niggas be having other shit to do. So it's like I'm not going to keep trying a TV show that's an hour long for an entire season waiting for it to get good. Like I hate when people be like, oh, you got to wait for this season for the show to get good. Then it's not a good show. If I have to wait to a certain point for the show to start hitting, I'm not watching. I'm literally not watching. Yeah, I have watched The Wire. Everybody keeps asking me that. I've seen The Wire. I've seen majority of the big shows I've seen. I've seen Breaking Bad. I've seen The Wire. I've seen The Vampire Diaries. I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen like most of the big shows. Walter should have been in longer. Of course, they shouldn't have killed him off. Yeah, there's a lot of things in the Power Universe that they shouldn't have done, to be honest. Not like they care what I think. Not like they give a fuck what Mr. Power thinks. They don't give a fuck. They don't care what I think. But I mean, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next with the Power Universe. I seen a picture of Michael Rainey Jr. who plays Tariq. That he posted like yesterday or 2 days ago. He looks older. He looks more mature. So I think that's good for the show, right? For him to look a little bit more aged, because Tariq just looked like a little fucking kid. I think the next time we see him on screen in Power, he's going to look visibly older, more mature. So I think that's going to help with the storyline, the writing, all of that shit. So I'm hyped. I think Jannard bites the dust this season. I think I feel like a couple people are going to bite the dust. I mean, it's the final season, so a couple of niggas going to die. I just can't imagine anyone from Force really crossing over into the Power legacy. Like, for what, though? Like, why would anybody from Force cross over into Power legacy? Has there been a release date for Force yet? Yeah, they announced the release date a while ago. It's November 7th. Tariq, he said Tariq need to eat some butt to grow that goatee. Hey, bro. That's funny as shit. Hey, you gotta do something. They got to give him a fake beard or give him some minoxidil or some shit. Hey, he need to get some sort of products. Oh my god, y'all funny. Do you think we'll see Tate again? I think it depends on the actor. Like, is he going to be available? Is he busy? I feel like people just think that if they want a character, they just bring them back. But like, there's a lot of things that go into a character being on a show. Like, are they available? Are they filming another project? Are they busy? Do they have time? Like, a lot of these big name actors, especially like people like Lorenz Tate, who have been in the game for a long time, like, he's always working. He's always working on something. So to book him for 5-6 months for a TV show, like, you really got to pay that man. And stars don't always got that bread. You feel me? They don't always want to invest that money. But I think we'll see Rashad Tate at some point. I think he'll probably make a cameo or something like that. What was the point of Tubit? They nerfed him so bad. I think Tubit's character is just an example of, like, they just got too many characters in Power, bro. Like, everybody can't have a big role. Everybody can't have a legit storyline. They just be having too many niggas in that shit. Too many characters. How you feel about Diamond? I think him and Tommy are going to beef. It's pretty obvious. They were kind of foreshadowing it at the end of the last season. And I think Miguel will die. Because there's no Tommy's enemies don't make it out. And if we know Tommy's going to make it out of the show, I highly doubt that Miguel is going to make it out. So I think Miguel probably gets smoked. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I feel like his character has served his purpose. So Tate's character needed Ghost to blossom, in my opinion. Their scenes were fire. I completely disagree. Rashad Tate is a phenomenal actor. He doesn't need anybody to flourish. It doesn't matter who you put him in a scene with. He was great in Power Book 2, and he was great in OG Power. Rashad Tate is a class act professional. Doesn't matter who he's working with. He's going to do his thing regardless. That's just a fact. What do you think of Diamond's brother? Jannard is good. I think he's a good character. I think he's a good actor. I think he's dope. I think everybody in Power is dope in their own way. I think everybody has a role to play. I think everyone's great. Who's a better actor, Saxe or Tate? I mean, again, like, I think I kind of said this before, but you can't really ask that question. Like, you can, like, if you're saying who's a better, you could, like, when you're naming the characters, you got to ask who's the better character, not who's the better actor. If you're saying who's the better actor, then you're asking between Lorenz Tate and, I think his name is Shane Johnson, who plays Saxe. If you're asking who's a better actor, then I would say Lorenz Tate. If you're saying who's a better character, I think Cooper Saxe is a better written character. But you can't say who's the better actor, like based off their character. Like they play two different characters and they have two different roles. Meech is a actor than Mike. Yeah, that makes that comment makes a lot of sense. Come on now. Uh, the fact that Sax got into my skin deep. Yeah, Sax was great at that. I think that's what made him a great character. He's been great. Meech is a better actor than Mike. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say to that. If that's what you think, that's what you think. I think that's just rage bait, which I'm not going to fall for. Nice try though. Your opinion and your opinion. If you think that, then God bless you. God bless you. Um, yeah, it's definitely rage bait. It's definitely rage bait. And you know, it's funny. I posted a video yesterday asking who's a better actor between Meech and Michael Rainey, and I guess a lot of people were annoyed with me asking that because they were like, "Oh, uh, that's a dumb question. This isn't a real question." I'm like, I knew people would react like that. I knew it was gonna. I knew people it was gonna be controversial. That's why I made the video. Like, I know how to evoke emotions from people on social media. So I knew. And the only reason I even made that video is because someone literally had DM'd me saying, like, they DM'd me for bro. People be DMing me saying the dumbest shit, and I just don't be understanding. Someone DM'd me after BMF was over, and they sent me a whole paragraph of why they think that Meech is a better actor than Michael Rainey. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, what the fuck do you want me to do with that information? They was like, yeah, Meech is a better actor. I'm like, okay, like if you think that, nigga, cool. Like, I don't give a fuck. Then, like, if you think that, that's great. Like, I think they were trying to get me to like argue with them and like try to convince them that I disagree. And I'm like, okay, nigga, like, good for you, nigga. Like, what do you want me to say? You want me to try to convince your ass? Cool, that's great. Good for you. You know, like if you come in my DMs on some dumb shit, I'm gonna come back on some dumb shit right back. You feel me? Like you just don't be weird. I saw that the comments were hilarious. Oh yeah, I was laughing so hard at the comments last night. People were like putting memes and stuff like come on, like come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. I don't understand. I don't understand. Talk about something other than power. I talk about a lot of stuff other than power. When I get on live, I don't even talk about power unless someone asks me about it. Like people ask me about that shit. You know what I mean? Like when people say that, I'll really be like confused because it's like I get questions about power and I answer them. I'm not the one going out of my way to talk about the show. I always say it's like if you catch me in real life, and like I don't want to talk about power in real life because I make videos about it, I make content about it, but it's about making money and it's about my brand. That's it. Like I don't want to talk about power outside of like the internet. You know what I'm saying? I really don't because I hear about it enough. I get enough DMs about it. People send me their theories and they send me their story. Like I got people sending me like scripts now saying, "Can you check out the script that I wrote for this TV show? What do you think?" Da 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 da. So I'm always down to talk about other stuff. I prefer to talk about stuff outside of power. You know what I mean? And if people are asking me questions, and my fan base is primarily people who watch Power, and I've been diversifying. If you've been watching my last couple videos, you've seen like I've done a bunch of videos that have nothing to do with Power. So tap in with me. Um, yeah, like of course I'm gonna address questions. I'm not gonna ignore questions. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with the people who follow me and they fuck with me. So the least I can do is answer a question. Like, why wouldn't I answer? That's just weird. I'm not that kind of creator. Uh, Low Beach would look so dumb in a scary movie. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch any other project Meech does. That's just me. That's just me. I just am not intrigued by his performance in BMF. I was the first season you can kind of give him leeway because he was new, but I didn't really see any improvement as an actor or performer throughout the series. So I'm like, like I had a discussion with someone about it on Instagram the other day, or it might have been yesterday, and they were trying to convince me so bad that Meech is a good actor. And I'm like, why? Let's do more on the originals. The Klaus scene you posted yesterday, Golden. Yeah, I actually got a when I posted that video and I seen like the response of that video, I was like, oh shit, like this is a whole new fan base. Like that video probably got like close to 400,000 views right now. I literally went and made like 10 videos of scenes from the original. So I got a bunch of stuff in my draft that I'm gonna post later today and like this coming week. Um, I'm gonna just be posting a bunch of random stuff. Like, just stay tuned. I'm gonna be posting a bunch of random reactions to a bunch of different shows. I'm gonna get to the Vampire Diaries. I'm gonna post some scenes from that. I'm gonna post some scenes from the originals. I might post some scenes from that Legacy show, even though it was ass, just to see what that'll do. I got a bunch of shows. Uh, what's your advice to a new creator who's trying to get to the 10,000 mark? Great question. Um, Here's the biggest thing about content creation that I feel like people don't really speak on. This shit is not like it's not easy. You know what I mean? Like it might seem easy to like, oh, I can just get in front of a camera and talk and get views and get followers and make money. But it is a mental game to make content because when you start making content, you're not going to get any views, bro. Like no one's going to know you, no one's going to care. It's going to be very hard for you to get people to resonate with your content. The thing that I feel like you can have as an advantage is consistency. Consistency, I promise y'all, I'll tell you this straight up. There's nothing special about me. Like, I'm not one of those creators who like gasses myself up because I have X amount of followers. There's nothing special about me whatsoever. The only thing that I feel like separates me from other creators is I'm just OD consistent. Every day, if you follow me, you know every single day, Mr. Power is gonna put out a couple videos. Period. No matter what's going on in my life, if my dog died, if I broke my arm, if I'm depressed, I'm gonna put out content. And I think that's what separates creators, honestly. If you just put out videos every day, bro, and you test different stuff out and you see what does well, you're gonna grow. And then at that point, once you're consistently posting content every day, then you focus on the quality. What am I posting? What are they responding to? How does my audio sound? How do my visuals look? Is my lighting good? Am I speaking correctly? Am I using the correct verbiage? Like it gets very, very deep. It gets very, very deep. And I guess most creators won't tell you this because they don't want competition, but I don't care. I know that 95% of people are not going to be able to be as consistent as me. That's why I have the following I have. It's not because I just make great content and my content is so good. I'm just consistent. Like, like I'm just consistent. That's all it takes. I promise you. It doesn't matter what your niche is, bro. You could be walking your dog. If you record yourself walking your dog every single day, you will grow. I swear to God. If you record yourself walking your dog for 6 months straight every single day, you're gonna blow up eventually because you're pushing the narrative and people are gonna see you every day. There's people who literally follow me now who didn't follow me before because they just kept seeing my videos and they were like, oh fuck it. I've been seeing this man on my For You page for so much, I'm just gonna follow him now. So I think that's the key. And try to collaborate with some other creators. Study your videos, try to improve every video, see what you did good, see what you did not so good. Look at the comments. I usually don't like to look at the comments because people be hating and they just be saying dumb shit. But you can look at the comments for reference as to like what you want to post and what people like. I think that's it. You just gotta want it. Like you can't be discouraged when you're not getting views, you're not getting likes and stuff. I think that's why most creators don't do shit. People start making content for a month, and they don't get views, and then they give up. I don't know who said. I think it was Ice Cube who said this, but Ice Cube was like, he said, if you're not ready to put in 5 years into a grind without making any money, don't fucking do it. Like, if you're not willing to do content for a year straight without making no bread, don't even bother. Don't bother. If you're not willing to post knowing that you won't get any views at first, don't bother. Because it's a grind just like anything else. Literally, I made my page, this TikTok page, in March of 2024 last year. I kid you not, you can go through my entire fucking page. Since March of 2024, I think the day was March 10th, I created this page. I have not missed a single day of posting since the day I opened up this page. Same with Instagram. Since the day I got on Instagram and made my Mr. Power Instagram, I have not missed a single day of posting. Since the day I made my Facebook page, I have not missed a single day of posting. And my Facebook page got to like, I think I had Facebook for 3 months now. I'm at 31K in 3 months. Just all posting consistently. Same thing with the YouTube. Same thing with Threads. Same thing with every single platform I'm fucking on. I'm just consistent. And then that's when the money starts coming in. And, you know, other opportunities come from that. But like, if you're not willing to just do this, if you're not willing to do something every single day without stopping, bro, you cooked. And that's not content. That's anything in life. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're a creator, whether you're the businessman, an entrepreneur, if you're not ready to like take L's, don't even bother. But that's it. That's it. That's all it really is. I promise you, bro. Even if you go look at the big creators, some of the big creators don't post every day, bro. I knew consistency was the key when I have a friend of mine, right? This friend has about, I think he has like 45,000 on TikTok. He's been on TikTok since like 2020, right? He's been on TikTok since 2020. He has 40 something thousand. I started my TikTok March of 2024, bro. Within like 4 months, I lapped him. Is it because my content was better than him? No, it's because he didn't post enough. Like he'd be going 4 or 5 a week, 2 weeks without posting. I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? You're going 3, 4 days without posting? You don't want it. You don't want it, bro. Every day that you don't post is a day you don't make money. Like I'm getting paid for my content now. So that's even more motivation to not get paid. I was posting every day when I was getting nothing before I was even monetized. Now I'm getting paid. So you gotta be fucked up if you think I'm missing a day. You know what I mean? So it just, you got to be consistent. That's all it really is, bro. And have fun with it. Like, have fun with what you're doing. Make sure you talk about something that you actually care about so that you be motivated to do it every day. People get annoyed and say that I talk about power every day, but I love power. I'm a huge fan of power. So it's easy to talk about it every day. It's easier to talk about movies and TV and film every day because I love movies and TV and film. So it's nothing to do a video every day. If I show you how many videos are in my draft right now, I got at least like 25, 30 videos just waiting to be posted. And I batch film those in one day. Not even one day, like in a few hours. In 30 minutes, I can knock out like 10, 15 videos easy. 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 That's just light work. People be on Facebook more often now. I've been telling people Facebook is back. Yeah, bro. I'm shocked at like how much people fuck with me on Facebook. It's crazy because the first like 6 weeks of me being on Facebook, I got like no views. And then boom, after like a month and a half of posting, my page just started going up. And now I'm at 31,000. And we're September. I think I started posting in July. I started posting on Facebook in July. It's been 3 months, 30K. So yeah, Facebook is the shit. And I just monetized on Facebook, and they pay pretty well. They pay good. I'm not gonna hold you. Facebook pay good. Facts, bro. See, ever since I started following you, I haven't seen a day where you didn't post. Yeah, bro. I just love what I'm doing. Like if you ever see me stop posting, like if I ever go a month, 2 months, 3 months without posting, it's because I just quit content. I tell y'all right now, if I just stop posting, it's because I stopped enjoying it. I've said it so many times. If I ever stop enjoying making content, I'm just gonna stop doing it because it's not gonna be beneficial to me. Like even if I'm making bread, I'm not going to be enjoying it and then I'll be miserable. And sometimes, like, all money ain't good money. You feel me? Like, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, like, don't even bother. It's not worth it because you're going to burn out very quickly. So, if I ever stop posting, it's because I stopped enjoying it. But yeah, I tell everybody who tries to get into content, post every day for a couple months, nonstop, then come talk to me. If you can post a couple months nonstop every day, a couple videos a day, then come talk to me. I used to post 10, 15 videos a day. I swear to God. My early followers, like when I had around like 5K, 6K, around 10K, I was posting like 10, 15 clips of power every single day. I would literally post every 2 hours. I post at 8 a.m. I post at 10 a.m. I post at 12 a.m. I post at 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. And then I was just putting that shit out. You gotta force people to see your content, bro. There's probably people who got so sick of seeing my video that they just ended up following me. I bet I'll get back to you in November. I bet. I'm gonna check out your page too, bro, to make sure you locked in. Send me a DM so I can remember your page, so I can check you out. Send me a DM. I'm getting followers on Facebook by posting parlays that I lost on Prize Picks. Hey, people fuck with sports betting too. That's a great niche to be in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Sports betting was my first niche when I first got on social media. Like, I got on social media initially because I had a sports betting business, a sports betting group, and I had like 700 people in that bitch, and I was promoting it, and I was giving out like free plays, and I had like a private group where like niggas was paying me and shit, and I gained like 10K followers just off like betting, giving game on sports betting, how to sports bet, like how to manage your money in sports betting, what sports to bet on, when to bet, how to bet, when not to bet. But I don't watch football, bro, so I don't want to give you any like, I don't want to give plays on something I don't have expertise on. Like, I don't watch football. I have bet on football before because I'm just that good at betting, so I can bet on something that I'm not like all the way educated on, but I would never like advise picks to someone else for it, like, because I don't want you to lose money because I don't know football like that. But I would throw some money on it just off like the strength of me, like just having money to play with. OG Power or Snowfall. Acting wise, OG Power. I think they just have better actors. Sports betting is the one. Oh yeah, facts. Facts. Sports betting can make you a lot of bread, bro. Sports betting can make you. I've made more from sports betting than I've made from any job. No cap. There's no job that's paid me the bread that I've made from sports betting, especially like as fast as you can make the money. Like, you can make bread so fast. He said, "Hey, bro, do you need a video editor?" Nah, I don't. I do everything on my own, bro. I appreciate that though. But I'm a one man team. I'm a one man business. I like to do everything myself. I don't like to delegate stuff to myself. I'm not. First of all, I'm not. I don't even think I'm big enough of a creator or popular enough to even need an editor yet. Like, if I had like a million followers, like across all my platforms, then I would be like, maybe I need an editor. Maybe I need like another person to work with. But not yet. I don't really need no editor. I'm actually pretty decent at editing myself. So yeah, sports betting is a side hustle, bro. Sports betting could be a career for real. Like, when I started making bread off sports betting, I started getting into like certain circles of other people who sports bet. I thought I was making bread, bro. I met people making like 30, 50K a month off sports betting, like easy. These niggas was out in Vegas, like going to the casino. They're playing blackjack. Like, there's money in that shit. Would you rather smash Carrie, Shanti, or Lakeisha, or Pops? Yeah, I'm not going to answer that. I think that's a strange question. I wouldn't smash any of them. I don't think like that, bro. I don't got that mentality. Uh, Not to flex, but my last two YouTube shorts be at 300, 500. I mean, that's definitely a flex. We gotta talk some game. I told you to DM me, you ain't do it, so you must have not been serious. I be telling niggas like, I don't do the whole let's work together thing. Like if I say let's work together and you're like, yeah, let's do it, and then I don't hear from you or we don't connect, after that, like I just move on and lose interest. I've had people hit me up and be like, oh, I want to do your podcast. And then I hit them back to set a date and they're like, they don't respond. Once I get one opportunity, then I'm off you. Like I don't be having time to even fuck around. Uh, uh, be honest, completely. Do you think Tariq has the potential to surpass Ghost? He does have the potential, but it's a matter of like, is he going to have enough seasons, and is the writing going to be like? It's all about the writing. It's a TV show. Anything can happen. But I mean, that's all like opinion. But whether or not he surpasses him is about opinion. Like some people might agree, some people won't agree. So it's a fine line. Check your DM when you off. I got you. I got you. As soon as I get off, I'm gonna post another couple videos anyway. So I'm gonna definitely tap in with you, gang. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'll be telling people like I just feel like everybody should just make content, bro. Because I held off making content for so long. I wish I started when I was 18, 19, 20. I'd be up so much money off content if I started earlier. So much. So much. How many times have you watched Power? Not that many times. Somebody said, damn, that's dope sending you scripts. You know anyone that can get you interviews with Amari and Joseph? Bro, y'all don't think I've tried? Like people keep saying this to me, bro. I'm like, I don't pursue people. Like I'll send a DM, I'll be like, I'd love to have you on the podcast, and then boom, I leave it at that. If they respond, cool. If they don't, then I move on. Like I'm not gonna be like running behind these people trying to get them on my show. If they want to fuck with me, it's cool. Like for example, I had London Brown, who plays Marvin on Raising Kanan. I was DMing back and forth with him before the season. He was like, "Oh, he's like, yeah, here's my email." Now he gave me his team's email. I think it was his marketing people's. I don't know who the fuck they were. He gave me their email. He was like, "Yeah, reach out to them to like work out a scheduling for the podcast." I was like, "Cool." I reach out to them niggas. They're like, "Oh yeah, he doesn't have any openings." I'm like, "So why the fuck did he give me your information to tell me to get you on to get him on the pod?" I'm like, "All right, whatever, cool." His agency, right? I'm like, "Cool." I let it slide. I don't hit him up again. Then, like during Raising Kanan, I think he reposted like one of my videos and like added me. And he reposted one of my videos and then he had DM'd me about the video. And he was like, "Yeah, I like the content, I like what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. We need to set up that podcast." And I responded, I was like, "Yeah, sure, cool. Like, when are you free? Let's do it." Dude didn't respond. I'm like, bro, that is one of my biggest pet peeves, bro. Like, why do niggas be like that? Like, don't tell me you want to do something and then like waste my fucking time. I'd rather you just be like, I'm not interested. Because if someone hits me up to do some work, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, I don't want to work with you. I'm not gonna like, no, it's not someone running his account. I know for a fact he runs his account. I know for a fact he runs his account because he'd be going live all the time. And he was the one DMing me. He runs that shit. Why you ain't in the soccer place anymore? I just don't want to be in it no more. I got other shit going on right now. And it's not really that competitive, to be honest. Like the bump ain't that good. The bump ain't that good, to be honest. I don't think it's worth the money. I'm cool off of it for now. For now. Yeah, damn, we all talk. Yeah, like I don't even got a problem. Like if you would have been like, "No, I'm busy. I can't do the podcast," I'd be like, "That's cool, bro. Like that's fine." But don't fucking tell me you're gonna do it and then don't do it, because I'm a man of my word. Like if I tell someone I'm gonna do something, I fucking do it. I don't just talk just to talk. And I feel like a lot of these actors have done that. What was her name? The woman who plays Pops from Snaps and Pops from Raising Kanan. I was supposed to get her on the podcast. She did the same shit. She was like, "Yeah, reach out to my agency." I reached out to her agency. What did they say? She's not available. So why did you send me to the agency then? Like, first of all, why are you sending me to an agency? You decide if you want to work with me or not. If you tell the agency, find a slot for this person, they're gonna fucking do it. You don't need this. Like, I hate people who try to like outsource you to other people. Like, I'm coming to the source. You know what I mean? So now when people are like, "Oh, reach out to my agency," I just leave them all red. Like, if I DM an actor or an actress or like a creator, and they're like, "Reach out to my agency," I just leave them all red. I don't even like try to pursue working with them no more because I'm not doing all that. Like, you're not that special, bro. You know what I mean? You ain't that special. I don't care that much. I feel like it's the principle of respect, and then to go back down and go, yeah, it's just all about respect. You know what I mean? Like, just be straightforward with it. If you don't want to work with me, just be clear about that, and I'll have no problem. But to tell me that you want to work with me, and then you don't work with me, that's like you lose credibility from me. And I just respect him less now because like I thought he was a cool dude from afar, but now I see like he just like that's weird. That's a weird behavior to me. Because you could easily just be like, nah, I don't want to work with you. But it is what it is, you know. No ill will, no bad blood, you know. I'm doing my content the way I'm doing it regardless, and you know, it is what it is. I wish him well. But yeah, we've been live for about an hour now. I try to just stay under an hour, so I don't want to stay on here for too long. Got some more content to work on. So yeah. I'm gonna hop off this shit. And I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Stay tuned for the content. Stay tuned for more videos. Um, been posting more YouTube videos as of late. Been trying to get on that. Make sure you guys, as usual, follow me on all platforms. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Threads, Twitter, every platform, same name. You could Google me at this point at Mr. Power Universe, and you'll find me on Google, and you can just follow all my pages. Um, I got a private paid community where I get exclusive content, etc. You guys probably know this already. Y'all can join that. I got a Discord, which is free to join. That's in the bio. Um, what else am I forgetting? Yeah, that's it. Join the Discord. I'm really trying to get the Discord popping, especially before some of these shows come out, because I'm gonna be doing live streams for Gen V. I'm gonna be doing live streams for The Boys. I'm gonna be doing live streams for Game of Thrones spinoffs. I'm gonna be doing live streams for Power, obviously. So if you're not in the Discord, the link is in the bio. Join the Discord, and I'm gonna catch y'all, man. Y'all be easy. Y'all be easy, and I'll see y'all sometime later this week. Boom. All right, all right, all right.